These PACs are the biggest disgusting joke you've ever seen. And first of all, the PACs are all controlling the candidates. And when they say the candidate doesn't speak to the PAC and they're not allowed to legally, I guarantee you, these candidates, I would say every single one of them is speaking to their PAC, and they're not allowed to legally. Our campaign laws are a disaster. Our financing for campaigns are disaster. Now, mine is very simple. I pay my own money, okay? I pay my own money.
All right. Well, I want to bring in Bloomberg Politics' Phil Mattingly to talk about, who exactly is winning the race? I mean, Donald Trump keeps saying that he's got his billions. Who's winning the money race? Who's catching up?
Believe it or not, Betty, even though Donald Trump's not soliciting any money, he actually raised $4 million, and he is using that money. So not entirely honest with what he was saying there, but Betty, the clear winner,
surprise.
Yeah, I know, right? So third quarter filings just came in yesterday. The best part about this issue in and of itself is, unlike everything else on the campaign trail, it's tough to spin numbers. You see hard numbers when these filings come out. And these hard numbers say Democrats, on the whole, are just crushing it right now in the money race. Between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, if you looked at the money that was raised in the third quarter of this year, Democrats brought in, just the two of them, more than $55 million. You compare that to Republicans. The other top Republicans running, Ted Cruz had a little over $11 million. You had Jeb Bush with a little over $11 million. So if you look at those two the parties combined right now, because the Republican field is split up amongst so many different candidates right now, the Democrats, the top two Democrats, are really cleaning up on money right now, Betty.
They are, but we just showed, guys, let's pull that up again. Jeb Bush, though, in terms of total money raised, is still on top, Phil.
So this is where Donald Trump's comments actually come into play. Jeb Bush is on top because his super PAC raised over $103 million. Now, contrary to what Donald Trump said, the super PAC and the campaign can't actually talk. That's illegal, and I know people on both sides, and they confirm that they are not actually talking with one another.
Right.
The advantage here is no matter what Jeb Bush brings in through his campaign, which there are limits, the max is $2,700 that a donor can bring in, the super PAC can bring in whatever it wants. So the super PAC on its own, without any coordination with Jeb Bush, just yesterday booked another $17 million in ads in March primary states. That matters when you're playing the long game here, Betty. So while Hillary Clinton has a super PAC too and is raising money near about $100 million, Jeb Bush has the long game kind of gamed out right now because of the super PAC, because of that extra $100 million that he has that his campaign has had nothing to do with raising.
But, Phil, I'm a little puzzled by this because a lot of the billionaires go for the Republican candidates. So why are the Democrats raising so much?
Well, Hillary Clinton has a donor base that is very real. You look at Hollywood, you look at some folks in the hedge fund side of things. When it comes to money on the Democratic Party, between her husband and the relationships from her 2008 campaign, she has a very real donor base. What's more interesting right now is you look at Bernie Sanders, who brought in nearly as much money as Hillary Clinton in the third quarter, and it was almost entirely grassroots. If you look at the donor profiles of these two candidates running for the Democratic nomination, Hillary Clinton has donors that max out. That usually implies that these are big money donors that are used to giving lots of money to campaigns. They're giving $2,700 apiece. That means they're done. They can't donate any more to Hillary Clinton. Bernie Sanders has grassroots types donors. They're giving $30, $40, $50 at a time. What that means is out of the $26 million that Bernie Sanders raised this quarter, he can go back to those donors and get them to raise more money. So he's got kind of a window here where he can tap into these same people going forward. That's an advantage for him. Even though Hillary Clinton has more money in the quarter, more money on hand, Bernie Sanders has a group of people, a pool, if you will, that he can go back to over and over again over the next couple months, Betty.
Phil, thank you so much. Phil Mattingly of Bloomberg Politics on the fundraising on the campaign.